Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan Introduction. It has been correctly conceptualized that one of the major issues blocking the path of national development is our educational system. It was transplanted by the Britishers to suit to their needs and is not born out of the ground of Indian soil. In fact, if we are to transfer our economy to suit to our economic development, we will have to be alive to the fact that human resources are as important as are the material resources. One of the hurdles to shape our human resources to our needs is that our elementary education is spoiling the whole game. It is neither perfect nor adequate to meet our demands. Our basic education policy performance in 10 5-year plans and also our national policies of education coined in 1968, 1986 and 1992 have not led us to any terminus. Now, realizing its need, the importance and significance on the road of development so as to be able to enter the international policy on globalization, industrialization and GATS, the first step we will have to take will be to go for universalization of elementary education, both in terms of quality and quantity of education at this level. Under all types of professional, economic, social, national, international, human and political pressures, our government has formed the policy of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan to set time-framed and area-specific efforts to materialize the problem of elementary education, both qualitative and quantitative aspects, in a period of 10 years, that is, starting from 2001 and ending within 2010, and ensure that elementary education is so framed that it is of adequate standard and universalized. By universalization, our means going in for 90% children to be robbed in the schooling system of elementary education. Concept of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. The scheme of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan was launched by the Government of India in 2001. The expenditure under the program of Shiksha Abhiyan was on 85:15, sharing arrangement between the central government and the state government during the 9th plan, at 75:25 during the 10th plan and at 50:50 thereafter. The program covers the entire country. It seeks to open new schools in habitations which do not have schooling facilities and strengthen existing school infrastructure. Existing schools with inadequate teacher strength are provided additional teachers under the program. The capacity of existing teachers is enhanced by extensive training, provision of grant for developing teaching learning material and development of academic support structure. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan has a special focus on the educating the girls and children of weaker sections. A number of initiatives including free textbooks target the children under the program. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan also seeks to provide computer-aided education even in rural areas. The approach is community-owned and the village education plans prepared in consultation with Panchayati Raj institutions and will form the basis of district elementary education plans. The Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan covers the entire country with a special focus on educational needs of girls, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other children in difficult circumstances. The Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is a major intervention towards achieving the long cherished goal of universalization of elementary education through a time-bound and area-specific integrated approach in partnership with states. Objectives of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. All children will be covered in schools, EGS centers, alternate schools, back-to-back campus by 2003. All children complete 5 years of primary schooling by 2007. All children complete 8 years of schooling by 2010. Providing elementary education of satisfactory quality with emphasis on education for life. Bridging all gender and social gaps at primary stage by 2007 and at elementary education level by 2010. Universal retention of students by 2010. Aims of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. First is provide quality education. The main aim is to provide quality elementary education to all children in the age group of 6 to 14 years by 2010. Second is to bridge the gap between gender, regions and castes. It is to ensure that regional, gender, caste and to ensure equal quality elementary education without these disparities. Community participation. No good education in this level can be achieved without community participation, so it is to be ensured. Value-based education. In order to ensure the moral boost to the community, value-based education at elementary level be ensured. Natural environment. By providing proper facilities to the students, natural environment will be provided to the students. Strategies of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. First is institutional reforms, improving mainstream of educational administration. Next, sustainable financing, institution capacity building, community ownership, community-based monitoring with full transparency, habitation as a unit of planning, priority to education to girls, pro-project phase, role of teachers, focus on special groups, accountability to community, thirst on quality, district elementary education plans. The first is institutional reforms. The government has undertaken reforms in order to improve efficiency of the delivery system after making objective assessment of their prevalent education system. Improving mainstream educational administration. It calls for improvement in mainstream educational administration by way of improving methods of teaching. Next is sustainable financing. The Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is a long-term investment to be shared by state and central governments in the long time. The share of the central government will be decreasing and of state government increasing by stages. Next is institution capacity building. The Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan conceived a major capacity building role for national, state and district level institutions like NIPA, NCTE, NCERT, SCERT and DIET. Community ownership. The program works with the help of women's group, that is village education committee members and members of Panchayati Raj institution. Community-based monitoring with full transparency. Every school is being encouraged to share all information with the community, including grants received, so as to get their support to make it more effective. Habitation as a unit of planning. The Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan works on a community-based approach by working habitation one by one in separate district plans turn by turn. The next is priority to education for girls. It stands for the expansion of facilities for girls belonging to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and minority so as to make it broad-based. Pro-project phase. This includes provision for household surveys, community-based micro-planning and school mapping, training of community leaders school level activities, support for setting up information system, office equipment, diagnostic studies, etc. lays stress on its pre-project setting. Role of teachers. It advocates a focus on the developmental needs of the society and also nation. Focus on special groups. The participation of children from SC, ST, minority groups, urban deprived children, children of other disadvantaged groups, and children with special needs in the educational process is to be ensured. Accountability to community. The accountability and transparency to the community improves its figure to the community. Thrust on quality. It lays a special thrust on making education at the elementary level more useful and relevant for children by improving the curriculum, child-centered activities, and effective teaching learning strategies. The next is district elementary education plans. As per the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan rules, a district elementary education plan will be prepared. A perspective plan has been prepared that gives a framework of activities over a longer period of time to achieve UEE. An annual work plan and budget for that year is also made. The perspective plan is also be a dynamic document subject to constant improvement in the course of program implementation. Impact of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. The implementation of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is the first 2 years of 10th plan has been a significant development in the field of education. As a result of all these interventions, the estimate number of out-of-school children has come down substantially. Second is, in order to improve the infrastructure, approval for the year 2004-2005 have been made to open more than 80,000 new schools and appointing around 4.5 lakh teachers in the last 2 years. By way of making provision of more than 1 lakh additional classroom around 60,000 school buildings, 1 lakh toilets and 75,000 drinking water facilities, the result seems to be effective. For improving the quality of teaching learning outcomes of students, grants are given to all teachers for developing teaching learning materials, free textbook distributed to all girls and children belonging to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes along within service teacher training program. In order to raise appropriate pupil-teacher ratios, lakhs of additional teachers have been added to the teaching faculties. Challenges of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. First is expansion of quantitative aspect. The next is need of improved efficiency, and the last is qualitative improvement. The first, expansion of quantitative aspect. It appears that under pressure to meet national and international commitments, the progress towards UEE is being viewed unduly in terms of meeting quantitative targets. Need to improve efficiency. The supply-oriented approach to the development of elementary education to a large extent has overlooked critical processes that could make significant difference in improving the internal and external experience of the school system. The last point is the qualitative improvement. Any attempt to assess progress towards UEE in the 10th plans needs to probably focus more on qualitative aspect rather than on quantitative indicators. The two have to go hand in hand. Quantitative progress without attending to processes and outcomes would only lead to unviable and unproductive structures in the long run. Achievement of targets. The Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, which is the flagship program of the national development, promised to achieve the goal of LPE by 2007 and UPE by 2010. Much ahead of the international commitment, importance of setting credible targets needs no special emphasis. Disparities. Even a cursory review of past performance in meeting pre-set goals for the 5-year plans shows that it has invariably been a story of unkept promise with limited progress. Some states would move quite close to the target by the end of the plan period, while some others would remain far behind. The right approach would be to replace the current practices of setting global target for the whole country with disaggregated targets for different stages. Suggestions for strengthening Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. The first is adequate equipment, timely provision for facilities, free books for all, seriousness for in-service training, improvement in pre-service training, improvement in midday meal programs, training for keeping records of grants, formation of effective village educational development committee, strengthening of the resource centers, not to be politicized, misuse of teachers, strengthening the supervision, not to delimit it to government schools, special arrangements for special students, recognition of creative students, and the last, correlational teaching. The first is adequate equipment. Every school has different types of physical needs which may be planned accordingly. Provision for timely facilities. Students be provided facilities free of cost in time. Free books for all. It must be ensured that not only girls but all should be provided with free books. Seriousness for in-service training. In-service teacher training is not being taken up by the teachers.